Fanfiction reveal should not be used as a form of marketing with celebrities, especially athletes. And yet we are continuing to see a massive rise of this used as a marketing tactic over the last couple of months. And the latest iteration of this is possibly the most uncomfortable. Ferrari and one of their partners, Peroni, released a video where they had their two drivers, Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton, find out about fanfiction for the very first time. And it's not just the concept of fanfiction, it's fanfiction about themselves and their co-workers. If you are new to the world of Formula One, Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton are teammates and of course direct competitors. And in this video, they are asked to read titles of fan stories to each other and have the driver guess what the plot is based off of the title. All of these stories are in fact written about the driver who's being asked to guess the concept. These are not things that seem to be made up for the purpose of the video, but in fact real titles of real fanfiction stories that were written by people about these very drivers. It's clear that both of them don't know what fanfiction is. And at the end of the video, we even see Lewis Hamilton say that he's excited to read more fanfiction and find a way to write his own. Luckily, a lot of these are pretty tame, but do include things like Charles Leclerc reacting to the idea of a story where he finds a secret door into a 1920s jazz club, Lewis Hamilton finding out that someone has written 007 fanfiction about him, and Charles Leclerc uttering the words alternate universe and talking about a story where all of the drivers live in a house together. Now, all of this is really common internet fodder, but it is something that should stay on the internet and away from the celebrities that would be involved in it. As the internet has started to change and fandom has started to change, the lines have gotten blurred in such a strong way. BuzzFeed has gotten obsessed with telling celebrities about the Omegaverse. We saw this with Hudson Williams and Connor Story from Heated Rivalry. We most recently saw it with the stars of Interview with the Vampire. These are people who have no clue what the Omegaverse or fanfiction is and should not be finding out about it on camera, while being told which of them is frequently the alpha and which of them is frequently the omega. And we've seen this line continue to get blurred for a while. Objectively, the biggest version of this was probably when 50 Shades of Grey hit the market, but we also had the era where MTV hosted a real-life fanfiction and fan art contest, and actual Teen Wolf fan art was aired on MTV during commercial breaks. And we're seeing a rise of it in the publishing industry, of Harry Potter fanfiction and Star Wars fanfiction in particular becoming real works, and that fanfiction origin story being part of the marketing tactic. And maybe all of that is creating the type of environment where a brand feels like this is a good marketing strategy. But watching two grown men at their jobs being told that people are writing fanfiction about their real lives with their real coworkers who are also their real competitors, and being asked to react to all of that on camera, it may give you a viral moment, but it's a really uncomfortable one. Overall, this really missed the mark for me, but also points to a line that's being blurred between fandom and canon, so to speak. Because when it stops being about fictional characters and starts being about the real people that are being asked to react to this content, it feels very uncomfortable. Let me know how you feel about this, and be sure to follow along for more breakdowns of sports and culture.